Hello everyone, my name is Jinyun Liu and I'm currently a PhD student in the University of Melbourne. And I'm very glad to attend this ARCOM conference presentation, and I appreciate your time to listen my presentation. Our research topic is building resilient supply chains for the construction SMEs. Now I will briefly introduce our research background and the research motivations. Because of the current COVID-19 pandemic, the Suez Canal blockage, the US and China trade wars, and most importantly, the Australia and China trade tensions, all cause disruptions in the supply chain. So because SMEs only have less than 250 employees and account for 70% for the global production, the supply chain disruptions can severely affect the sustainability of SMEs. And the supply chain resilience research is not well developed in the construction industry, not to say for the construction SMEs. So our research aim is to identify the supply chain resilience factors for the construction SMEs, to identify the potential risks, therefore to increase the construction SME resilience. Our research method is based on the extensive literature review. And firstly, we identify the resilience factors in the general supply chain. And the foundation research is based on Chowdhury and Corders in 2017. They found the four main categories for the resilience factors, including proactive, reactive, supply chain design, and the operational vulnerabilities. After we found the general supply chain resilience factors, we apply it into the construction supply chain. The next step was to examine how these resilience factors apply differently to the construction SMEs. So the finding of literature review for the construction supply chain resilience factors, firstly, is the adaptability for construction projects. Normally, the construction sites are outdoors to cope with the poor weather conditions. Construction supply chain needs additional adaptability features to ensure the project can be finished within the anticipated time. The capacity factors for alternative suppliers, and also they have to have backup equipment. In the construction, the efficiency means managing the construction process and avoiding variations. Additionally, the construction sector must manage different transportation nodes, and the project stakeholders need to build a strong network and maintain a positive relationship. Compared to the general supply chain, the construction is more complicated as for the leadership and the management. The construction companies should have knowledgeable leaders to manage the whole project team and develop protocols and procedures to comply with the construction legislations. So consider about the quality, cost, and time when selecting suppliers and subcontractors, of course, and then prepare risk mitigation strategies and improve the project team communication for the construction sectors. Therefore, the construction supply chain need to have a good supply chain design and to get every different project stakeholders in the project to be involved and cooperate smoothly. As for the operational vulnerability factors, the construction projects take longer for a skilled worker to attain their capacity in the industry. So the construction industry also needs to maintain a high level of safety for workers at the construction site. Now for the finding of literature review for the SMEs. The SMEs need to focus on logistic resilience and the personnel training and use risk control method to continuously monitor the external situation and update their database to prevent potential risks. Despite their limited size, SME contractors are obliged to develop a safety management system. The flexibility factor means the construction SMEs are more likely to be client-oriented. Therefore, they need to update their product or services in an innovative way and respond to the project stakeholders efficiently. The construction SMEs must ensure that they have sufficient capacity to cope with the supply chain disruptions. The whole SME supply chain network needs to collaboratively build up business resilience to maximize the use of resources and suppliers based on different construction SMEs. And also for the market and financial strength, the SMEs always require sufficient funds to ensure the company can run smoothly. As for the reactive factor, our construction SMEs should develop their own indicators to evaluate their project performance after the project is accomplished, to think about how to improve their future project quality. Moreover, the SMEs should also innovate their construction scheduling to become competitive. As for the supply chain design and operational vulnerability factors, construction SMEs need to positively build up their own project stakeholder database. Also, because there's no clear organization structure, the employees normally handle multitasks in the construction SMEs. Therefore, the construction SME manager should think about have a backup plan to make sure if the person is not working there anymore, what will they do in the future? So based on our research, we suggest 3 main further research for the construction SMEs in the supply chain resilience. So the first one is to lead the policymaker to ensure SME financial position. While SMEs contributed 60% to the Australian economy, SMEs are constantly facing financial constraints. Therefore, the policymaker should enact policy initiatives to strengthen the SMEs' financial position and their contribution to the economy. And my current PhD is about developing the China and Australia construction resilience. So I plan to do the in-depth interview and also case study to find out additional risks in the construction. And we combine to use the quantitative research method such as structure equation modeling to prioritize the risks. And therefore to find out the resilience factors for construction SMEs to improve the construction SME resilience. The last one is we can investigation into level of collaboration with SMEs key project stakeholders by identifying the response and recovery strategies and improve leadership roles to maintain the positive relationship of all the project stakeholders and maintain a good employees and managers. Hopefully, the construction SMEs could cope with most of the disruptions and survive and manage smoothly in the future. Then with the construction SMEs can contribute more in the economy. And thanks for listening my presentation. And if you have any question, please ask me and also can contact me in my email.